as well as, if I can actually get down here, hello everybody and welcome to Space Engineers. Today I've decided to build a automatic miner. It's a group of drills that will drill straight down. I've always had some ideas with this, and I've seen some other people do stuff with platforms, and so I thought, why can't I just have a platform that drills down? So that's exactly what I did. So behind me you can see my mining drill, and let's go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, so basically with this, there's the main drilling rig, which is all in yellow, and then additionally I've created another structure that's in the darkish gray. These are the pillars, and like with all platforms, as you can see, there's wheels that are on each four sides of this, and they will go up and down depending on what you want to do, and each four pillars has it, so it's got a lot of grip to it. And as you can see here, it's got quite a bit of wheels associated with it. I added the rotating yellow lights just, for realism. It looks nice, as well as many other lights. So with that, over here at the very top we have our projector. This is going to be attached to the main structure that's to the ground. That's the dark gray here. And the projector, basically, if you go all the way down here, projects down what the building will look like. So as it comes down, these welders that are on all of the pillars, they're going to go ahead and build these, and it will just keep going down, 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 until I think you reach about 100 of this, and then it prints out another projector, and then you would manually have to do that. Yeah, occasionally there's wheels that fall down. This is version 1, so yeah, occasionally the wheels fall off, but I'll show you how to fix that if that happens. So yeah, like I said, really quick with the wheels, sometimes they fall off, but it's no biggie. Just figure out which rotor broke and then fix it, and then put the wheels back on. So hopefully not too hard of a travel. So let's go ahead and look at the bottom, all the way at the bottom, actually down here. As you guys can tell, this is still in the alpha phase, so it looks like over here I want to have a little platform so you can actually get down to here and get onto the ground once it extends down. So we have a group of drills, and they make a plus sign, and they'll go in a circle mining. And then on the edges I've put some more drills over here to cut along the side. You can actually see I've made a small hole. You can actually see here where the drills facing down, I've actually cut down. The drills on the side are still cutting through. So you can see here, this goes around the whole circle like that. There's also a piston that I have that extends it down only about 10 meters, and then it can go back up, and then there's spotlights. So yeah, this is the underside. Over here I have my landing gear. There's a set down here, so one on each pillar, and at the very top we have another set up here. That's how you stop it, and I'll show you how that works. As well as we have these tires at the top. Eventually what I would like to do is have it so when it goes up, it hits these tires and it doesn't hit any structure or something, it doesn't break anything. So when you go all the way up, when it reaches the top of the this gray structure, because ideally it would go down a lot, yeah, it'll just kind of hit that. This is my connector, and it's attached to some pistons that go all the way down there, and so that way it can connect up to hopefully a bunch of refineries and cargo containers that you have built on the side. I haven't, but eventually I will. So yeah, that's basically all with that. I've made a little ladder system to get all the way up there with the grates on the front so you don't fall off right there. Yeah, and then we have our two main refineries, one on both sides of this, and on the other side as well. It's an exact copy, as you can see, exact copy. There are, per refinery, 3 speed modules and 1 yield on that. And then if you go here, it's actually down there, we'll go to that. On this side we have an assembler, and the neat part is as you're mining out the stone, you can get enough iron and the assembler can create steel plates that your welders can actually build, and you can continue indefinitely, and you actually source the material you need to build these pillars, which are just light blocks, light armor blocks, straight out of the earth or whatever planet you're on. We're on Earth, I think, right now. This is our main cargo hold right now. Right now we have quite a bit in there. The only reason I have one is if it gets too heavy, the wheels won't work and this thing won't actually lift. So we just have one for now, but we have a bunch of other smaller cargo containers throughout this build. We have a nice yellow ambient lights everywhere. Give it this nice yellow construction phrase with the catwalks. You can also go up here. Oh yeah, and the sorters I have on both sides of the cargo thing. This will take all the ore ignits that are created, so all the iron all the iron ignits, wafers, etc., as well as the gravel, and it will stick it in here. So that's where all the end product will be stored, but all that's going to be refined from the refiners here, as well as, if I can actually get down here, there we go. So yeah, and then I also have the basic refiners. I have 4 on this side and 4 on the other side, which help with refining some of the materials that come up. We have some batteries to keep it powered. Currently, in its current version, its only power source is these batteries, which it would get charged from the top. Ideally, I would like to add some sort of reactor or engine for emergency power, should it need it. And yeah, we still have the same nice yellow orangish glow. It looks like I could use some more lights here. Oh, and then yeah, and then we get a better view of the welders here. And then some more of the landing gear. So yeah, that's all here. There's a nice little railing over here that you can look over as it's coming down. Oh, and then on this side I have it marked 1. I believe the one over here is, something is smoking. Well, that isn't good. Oh no, I don't know what's on fire, but something is. We have 4. We'll come back to this. That's an issue. On the other side, 3 and 2. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Those are the number of pillars. So let's really quickly figure out what is going on. Oh, I see it. That's broken. So guys, I went ahead and fixed that. The issue is, and this is occasionally one of the errors that's known to me, is these wheels. Like I said earlier, sometimes they break off, and I think one of those top ones came all the way down here and slammed on this and caused a bunch of issues, but that's fixed now. Luckily, if one of these wheel things do break, all you have to do, and I'll show you how I do that, is I just come here, find the rotor that broke, let's say it's that one, and then it'll say detach, and just add a small head and then put the tires back on, or the wheels. So yeah, let's go ahead and see it in action. So guys, over here we have the mining cockpit. There are 2 of them. So this is the first one I'm going to be showing you, and this controls the drills and all things mining related. So on our toolbar, we have the first thing, which is the drills themselves. We have the advanced rotor down there that spins it. We have one set of pistons that actually control piston that actually controls it going up and down, and then we have our camera and our spotlight. So let's go through the camera so we can actually see what's going on down there. So this is the camera view. Right now it's daylight, so the spotlights might not work very well, but I'll go ahead and turn them on. Oh yeah, you can still see that. So yeah, you can turn the spotlights on to see it. Let's go ahead and turn on the drills, and there they go. And then let's go ahead and spin it, and something dark side. Okay guys, so I figured out what that was. I had built down all the way there, and as part of that, the pillars were actually being built, and then when I tried to move the drills around, they were actually slamming into the pillar. So yeah, those are gone, and that should be fine. So if we go back to our view, let's turn the drills back on and let's spin her up. And I think those tires will be destroyed, so I think we're good on that. So yeah, here it is spinning. What we can do is number 4 is to retract it, so once it's mined all the way down we can do it. And retract it back up. Number 5 is to extend it down. And then 6 and 7 control the maximum distance. So this is how I do a lot of my mining, is I can push how far I want to basically go out. So I can step it. So let's hit 5, we extend it, it goes nowhere, and then we just start pushing up the maximum distance, and you can see it moving on screen. And if I stop it, let's say there, it will go about that far, 8 meters, and then it will stop, and then we can push it again. Now it's out to here, so now let's go ahead and extend it some more, and we will get to 9. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch it spin. So there it is. That is it spinning. Makes a nice perfect circle. And we're gonna go ahead and stop it, and we are going to pull the drills back up, and then I'll show you guys how this rig moves down. The only thing about bringing it up is you want to make sure that the drills themselves aren't in the way of the pillars. You can see their outline from the projector. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. So you just want to make sure that they are at a out of way of those pillars, so they don't hit anything if you're ever going up. Okay, so guys, so now we're over here at the, oh yeah, you can see my crashed wreck over there.
All around me are familiar faces.
So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Over here we have a few buttons, or yeah. The first one is to turn the wheels on or off. The second and third, you can see that they're actually opposing each other, 22 RPM and negative 22 RPM. That's just the way the wheels are. Some of it we want it to go negative, and sometimes we want it to go positive, depending on which way the wheels are, but we want them to be opposite of each other. I think the second and third one increase it, and then the fourth and fifth one decrease it. So that's how that works. The 6 camera, number 6, this is the lower view, so you can actually see under the rig. You can see the welders at the top, and then you can also see the lower set of landing gear. Number 7, you can see the top. It looks like it's getting dark, so hopefully the lights will make it look cooler. Number 7 up here, you can see the top. And number 8 is the locks that control those landing gears. Now on this, I would recommend I turned auto locking off, because if you keep it on, if it moves down just a little bit, it'll relock, so we don't want that. So let's go ahead and actually move it down. First step, we want to turn the wheels on, and let's actually take a quick tour and show you the positive negative directions with that. As you can see here, we have the wheels moving. I believe the ones on the back side over here and the ones on the front side over here, they are going in the positive direction, and I think on the sides, the ones going over here on the right and over here on the left, they should be going at a negative RPM. And this way, you can see this on all the pillars. That way they're all going to be pulling up, and then if I switch them, they can go ahead and pull down, which will then push us down. But honestly, with the rate of this rig, how heavy it is, you don't actually need to actually have it go down. Just have the RPM go low enough on the up, and it will just slowly kind of go down itself, and then you can use the landing gears to control when it stops. So let's go ahead and show it going down. Let's go ahead and tab that over. So 3. We're gonna have to go 3, and we'll go ahead and unlock it. It'll come down. So my recommendation here is just to try to have those tires going pretty slow. If you have them go too fast, the rotor part can kind of break off, and then the tire will end up falling on the rig or just around. So I recommend just kind of going really slowly with it, and just use the 8 button, which controls the landing gears to control your descent down. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and keep going down. Let's actually change to this view, that way we can see it, and let's turn the landing gear off, back on. And as you can see here, as we descend down, the welders will build downwards, so we can actually go down as long as we want. And yeah, let's see how far down we went. I like to always jump down a little bit. So yeah, as you can see that the drills have come down quite a bit, and we can go down a little bit even more. 6. Let's go. Let's keep going down. Let's see where we get. I don't know why we're going up. We should not be going up. There we go. There we go. So we've gone down a little bit. Looks like we're now in the pit. So let's go ahead and make sure no tires fell off. Yeah. Any tires on the ground except for those that we already know about? Any tires? Yeah, they can fall off quite a bit, and it's frustrating. I think the secret is just to not have them going too fast, otherwise they do break. But yeah, it looks like the rig is mostly good. No tires. If we go here, we can see it has come down. It looks like there's smoke over there. That might be an issue. Oh, I think I know what that is. Never mind. So yeah, now we can see it's come down quite a little bit. The ground level, or the first level of the rig, is about even with the ground. And you can see the drills down there. So yeah, let's go ahead and make... Yeah, okay, so yeah, that was the smoke. Also, guys, side note, just for the realism, I added exhaust ports that just shoot up plumes of smoke. So, realism. And yeah, so let's go ahead and mine some more. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and RPM that guy up to about 9. We're gonna lower this all the way to 0. Then we're gonna go ahead and extend that, and we are going to push down slowly but surely. So guys, I would also recommend with the rotors not to have it go too fast when you're going down. That might cause the drills, they might get stuck on the ground, in the ground, while the rotor's trying to spin them and cause them to break off. So I would recommend about 9 or 6 RPM while you're going down. So yeah, and then eventually also I would like to automate this in a programmable block. So this process would be automated, but you know, that's for version 3 or 2 of this. So we keep coming down. There we go. It looks like it's gonna start catching here soon. There we go. I see it. Oh no, it's just hitting the tire. Let's actually remove the tire. You know, I remember that. Yeah, I got hit. I remember the. Oh yeah, this is safe. No OSHA violations here. Yeah, I don't know what OSHA would have to say about this. It actually does look pretty cool, so let's go ahead and look up. It does look pretty cool from here. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. So they finally hit it. So there we go. It's you can tell it's hit the ground. But the drills, then just every so often you just let it rotate a little bit, maybe a circle or two before you click the number 6 button to push it down just a half a meter, and then just let it run for a little bit and then push it down a half a meter, and just repeat that process. Oh, yeah guys, see here I clicked too quickly and you saw the bumping. That means that the drills are hitting the ground. They're getting pushed too hard from the rotor. So it's really good just to let it sit there and mine away for about, I don't know, a few rotations. 2 or 3 are usually pretty good. So yeah guys, here you see the drill is drilling away pretty hard. Let's go ahead and push it down some more and see what happens. Sick. It is pretty satisfying to look at of its drilling. Oh, there we go. Hit a little rock there, but it's still going. Oh, okay, so that's the maximum that this goes. It's only one piston. I think in the version 2 of this, I think I'm going to want to add a second piston so it doesn't go down 10 meters but goes down 20 meters instead. I feel like you get more bang for your buck. But I also want to make sure the refineries have enough time to refine all this stone. As you can see, the hole is quite large. So I will go ahead and show that coming up. It's coming up slowly, but it's coming. Crawl. There we go. So yeah, the drill just went ahead and drilled all the way down there. Now we can, we can look down here. There's nothing in here. There's no ore deposit yet. It's just stone. But yeah, did a pretty good job. So go back up to here. Let's check out the refineries and see where we're at. See if they've made good progress or not. So if we go over here, it looks like the basic ones are running out of stuff to do. The drills look like they're pretty empty. The large container, it's still got a lot of materials in there. No, it looks like it got everything. So yeah, the stone's all been processed. So guys, now we're going to go ahead and watch the drill, our rig go down into the pit. So let's go ahead and unlock the lock, shall we? Let's watch it go down. Ooh, went too quick there. Moved down pretty quick. So yeah, there we go. We just moved it down quite a bit, and I don't see any tires that fell off, but let's check. No tires. I think we're good. No tires. Ah, well, that's surprising. Honestly surprising. While I was building this, tires kept falling off, but yeah, this definitely cleared it. That was one of my concerns. I think adding these guys here that drill on the sides, I think that really helps to allow this side here segment to clear the ground. So yeah, now we went ahead and moved. Let's see how much distance. Yeah, not a lot of distance on this. So that means when we push down 10 meters, it's going to go down quite a bit more. Yeah. Okay, guys, now that it's nighttime, you can get quite a better view of what it looks like with it being all light up and its nice flashy lights. As you can see, we started this adventure and it was about ground level. It was moved down, and if you go to the pillars, they have been building, so yeah, they could just keep going down, down, and down pretty much the whole way. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's pretty much my rig. Pretty straightforward. It will continue to dig down and build pillars, and then when you're ready to come back up, you can just get yourself all the way back up there. Let's actually go ahead and show that now of it going all the way up. And I always need that. So guys, let's go ahead and watch it go back up. Now for this, what you're going to want to do is make sure it has a higher RPM on it to actually lift the thing. So I'm going to say 27. This is pretty heavy. And let's see it go up. There we go. And it's going up. And then you can use the locks again to lock it. So we can have it go all the way up here if we want. but we're not going to go ahead and do that. What we are going to show, the last little bit, is the connector piece. This is the connector, and this is how you can transfer everything off. There's, I think, 3 or 4 pistons that you can actually push it up, so you don't actually need to go all the way to the top, but you still can if you want. So let's go down here. Not an OSHA violation. 0. There are 0 OSHA violations on this rig. Perfectly safe and healthy. Oh yes, and also turn off the wheels. Okay guys, so that's my rig. Let me know what you think. If you think there's any improvements that could be made upon it, make sure to comment that. I think next time I'm going to try and make this thing be mobile. How I'm going to do that is a great question. I have to make the pillars too mobile, so we'll think through that and make it work. But until next time.